you die. Education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. Develop a passion for learning. If you do, you will never cease to grow. Education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself. They know enough who know how to learn. Education is the ability to listen to almost anything without losing your temper or your self-confidence. They cannot stop me. I will get my education if it is in the home, school, or any place. Education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. He who opens a school door closes a prison. Education is the ability to meet life situations. Learning starts with failure. The first failure is the beginning of education. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education. Education consists mainly of what we have unlearned. If you have to put someone on a pedestal, put teachers. They are society's heroes. The duties of a teacher are neither few nor small, but they elevate the mind and give energy to the character. The best teachers are those who show you where to look, but don't tell you what to see. Better than 1,000 days of diligent study is one day with a great teacher. Your heart is slightly bigger than the average human heart, but that's because you're a teacher. Teachers can change lives with just the right mix of chalk and challenges. Teaching is the greatest act of optimism. One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world. Students, don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. It is not what is poured into a student that counts, but what is planted. Teachers have 3 loves: love of learning, love of learners, and the love of bringing the first 2 loves together. The art of teaching is the art of assisting discovery. Education doesn't just make us smarter, it makes us whole. Teaching kids to count is fine, but teaching them what counts is best. I am indebted to my father for living, but to my teacher for living well. A teacher affects eternity. He can never tell where his influence stops. I like a teacher who gives you something to take home to think about besides homework. I have learned silence from the talkative, toleration from the intolerant, and kindness from the unkind. Yet, strange, I am ungrateful to those teachers. A good teacher can inspire hope, ignite the imagination, and instill a love of learning. A teacher who is attempting to teach without inspiring the pupil with a desire to learn is hammering on cold iron. Good teachers know how to bring out the best in students. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Change is the end result of all true learning. Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. The more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. The learning process continues until the day you die. Education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. Develop a passion for learning.
Good evening, everybody. Could you please confirm if I'm audible? All right, thank you. Thank you. Good evening once again. Thank you all for registering and attending this 1-week national level online faculty development program on outcome-based education and essential AI tools for teachers. This is organized by the Internal Quality Assurance and Cell IQAC of St. Thomas College, Palai, in association with the Kerala State Higher Education Council, the KSHEC. We would like to welcome today Dr. Suresh Nambudiri, Director, SPR Technologies, Pune, will be taking one of the sessions, and also Dr. Mendes Jacob, who's the Professor and Director, MCA Marine College, Kutikano Autonomous. He will also be taking a session today. And we would like to welcome all the FTP participants of today. Now, a few things about the FTPs. This was a one-week FTP program with live sessions from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And today will be the last day of our FTP session. Now, the fee for the LMS access and processing of certificate is ₹400. All the participants who are paid the processing fee will receive the LMS access, the video recording for all the days, and the provision to download your FTP completion certificate. The procedure for receiving this certificate, I will inform you towards the end of today's session. If any of you are yet to make the payment, you can make the payment of ₹400 to the account details I will shortly put in the chat. If you were unable to attend any of the live sessions, they are available in the LMS. We have shared the LMS access details through email to those who have shared the payment proof in WhatsApp till today noon. Remaining paid participants will receive the LMS access detail mails by tomorrow. If you have any trouble in attending the WebEx online session, you can also join the YouTube live session. The link I will put in the chat now. All right. My name is Sujin Jacob George. I'm working as Global Relations Manager with IPSR Solutions Limited, and I will be the event moderator. Now, moving on to today's technical session, today's topic will be AI tools for teachers, and this will be taken by Dr. Suresh Nambudiri, who's the Director of SPR Technologies, Pune. Now, Dr. Suresh Nambudiri is a product design specialist in automobiles, consumer electronics, home appliances, computers, and telecommunication with over 30 years of industry experience. When he resigned from the corporate world to contribute to the Indian education sector, he was Chief Operating Officer with Tata Motors. He was part of the team that developed the first Indian car, Indica. He has designed and developed over 200 products, including washing machines, refrigerators, desktops and laptop computers, smartphones, and accessories, many of them for the first time in India. He has traveled to over 22 countries and closely worked with engineers from 8 countries. He is a highly sought after professional interview for senior positions in engineering and management for Indian and MNCs operating in India. The insights gathered from interviewing over 12,000 candidates made him investigate and research the state of Indian education, particularly in engineering education. The findings eventually led him to associate with a global team of 158 industry professionals and 2 Ivy League universities for a pan-Indian ethnographic survey for unearthing root causes and finding sustainable solutions. Currently, Dr. Suresh Nambudiri was working as the Director of SPR Technologies, Pune. He has served as a resource person for faculty development programs in the topic of outcome-based education, critical and creative thinking, ChatGPT and AI tools for educators, design thinking, etc. He is currently collaborating with HEIs like IITs and NITs and other premium institutions for improving the employability of students. He is a mentor, researcher, and an educator in addition to a senior corporate consultant. He is a BTech Mechanical, MTech Production Engineer, and MBA, New Product Development. His PhD research subject is cognitive rigor requirement for startup and entrepreneurship. Over to you, sir.
Thanks, Sujin, and good evening to all. So, yesterday we had our session in that I have explained the underlying threads of OBE, why we need OBE, and why it is crucial to follow OBE in principle and in letter and spirit. So, In that, I have explained to you what are all the three immediate requirements for taking students through the Bloom's taxonomy from lower level to the higher level. And that is the ultimate purpose of OBE, and that is the ultimate purpose of education. Second part yesterday, I have explained the pedagogical excellence, how 100 ways we can use ChatGPT for an exciting classroom. Means most students, they complain that their classes are not exciting. So ChatGPT can be used strategically, technically used for making our classrooms exciting. So these are the two important sections we had yesterday. So today, as I spoke to you yesterday, today the third session we are going to start, that is about research. Means it is about PhD, research and paper publication. How artificial intelligence can be used here. So let me start sharing my my content. Hope you can see my screen.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay. Now this is about artificial intelligence for high impact research. I request everyone to please listen carefully, because the information what we are giving here, it is not available elsewhere. It is not available anywhere. Therefore, please listen carefully. This is about real usage of artificial intelligence for high impact research. We explained yesterday why we need high impact research. The reason is that we are actually far behind when it comes to the real technological application. Even though we are in IT industry, but we have an IT industry here, but it is an IT service industry. We are not in IT product industry, or we are not in IT hardware industry. Therefore, we are always behind somebody else. It is only with great research we can actually go ahead. Now let us see why and how this high impact research we can apply. Let me go ahead. See, the image here on the left hand side, this is almost familiar to almost everyone. Some days back, one person was asking me, have you seen men of 32 to 34 years with beard and they are crying? I asked him, in which movie? He's telling it is not movie. The PhD, the research scholars, they are crying. See, it is happening in almost every campus, because when someone goes to go for PhD with a lot of hope, and every hurdle they face there, they face with problems, and in many conditions there are no immediate solutions for them. So if you see like that, a, a research scholar, he is totally confused. He is totally confused. He is full of questions, and time is running out, and he is under fire. What are the resources he has got? He is living in the middle of that. And in such a situation, what is to be done? What is the advice at this point of time he is going to get? People will come and say that you can use AI for your research. Now let us see in what way AI will help him. If you go and ask for what way AI can help a research scholar, you will get very interesting answers. I have listed down here all the answers you will get from the world around you, from Google, from YouTube. In what way AI will help a research scholar? They will say, first thing, this is what you get even from some of the experts talking on YouTube with a dedicated channel. AI tools for searching literature. This is what you get. AI tools for literature review. This is what you get. These are the list of the sites. Actually, if you need this thing, these are all there in LMS. AI tools for searching literature. You can search and get paper. Here you can get some literature review. Third, AI tools for content generation. Means you can generate content. AI tools for chart, summarize, paraphrase. AI tools for data analysis, data visualization. AI for grammar check and paper editing. Podcast apps reference manager. This is what actually the summation of the AI tools what you get for research. Means you get a list of purpose. You can do the literature review. You can do summarization. You can do paraphrasing. You can do data analysis. This is what the entire AI tools of about 3,000, 4,000 for research is showing only this. This is what the point I wanted to tell you, that this is not the potential of AI. None of the AI tools available there are really making use of the potential of AI. AI has got the potential to help you throughout the research. AI can help you with a research topic or idea if you do not have any idea. You have to tell AI that these are all my interesting field. I am this type of a person. I have got this type of resources. I have this type of support. And this is what my hobby. This is what these are my extracurricular activities. If you tell these type of things, AI can give you a list of research topic itself. And AI can do the evaluations of that. Now, if you have an idea spark, AI can help you to expand these things. AI can use it AI can be used in very different way. Similarly, when someone does the literature review, you can actually get literature synthesis through AI. You can take AI's help for defining your research problems, your research objectives. You can use AI for identifying variables for your research. You can take AI's help for constructing or crafting your hypothesis. In this way, you can use AI in various ways, but those are not there in any of the AI tools. AI can make sure that you are not stuck in any point of your research. Now, let me tell you some of the thing here in this list. In what are all the ways AI will help you? One is instant ideation expansion. AI has got the power to work as your exo brain, exoskeleton that works on top of our body. It will help me to lift 150 kg with the motorized exoskeleton. Similarly, this AI can work as our exo brain, means it will take the stimuli and it will work 10 times, 100 times better than ours, taking our idea and stimuli. That's what it is, instant ideation expansion. Second, what AI can do? AI can do uninterrupted research flow. I go to various campuses. Almost everywhere I see researchers who are stuck at some place. There is a method. You can use AI. You will never get stuck. Every place you feel you are stuck, immediately within second, there is a solution. And you can always go ahead with that. Now, third, let me tell you, critical thinking amplification. See, ultimately research is a critical thinking process. Means we are supposed to think in different ways, then only we are going to get a different result or some new and original thing to show as a result of our research. Therefore, critical thinking amplification, time efficiency boost. When you are not stuck, you are getting all the answers when you require. then it is immediately resulting in efficiency and in time efficiency boost. Then fifth one, very, very important, horizon broadening. You start with a research, you can actually broaden your research. It can be in length, it can be there in depth. It is horizon broadening. Then innovation catalyst, motivation multiplier, dynamic data assimilation, instant ideation expansion, and okay, 1 minute. Yeah, next. Evolutionary idea adaptation, rapid literature synthesis, bias detection and neutralization, adaptive learning edge, advanced visualization tool, scalable research modularity, interdisciplinary integration, holistic research enhancement. These are all the ways in which, these are some of the ways in which AI can help us. Now, just to see which are all those groups of AI tools. Those groups are not enough. They are not really making use of the full potential of AI. AI's potential is here to handhold us from the starting of the research to the till YOC examination and beyond. That is a capacity of AI. Now let us see how to make use of that capacity. Before I go further, let me show you one thing. This is a study. It is about the research process. It's a 14-step research process, and which one and how much is the cognitive challenge, how much is the physical challenge. See, identifying research problem is 95% cognitive challenge, 5% physical challenge. So there is automation effectiveness is very low. Conducting a preliminary literature review, cognitive challenge is 80%, physical challenge is 20%, automation effectiveness is low. So when you see this one by one, you will see that research is a cognitive process. About 80 to 85% of a research work is a cognitive process. So this cognitive process is difficult to automate. Whatever we can automate only can be done with the AI tools. Other places we require another approach. That means if we have to really help a research scholar to do a work, a high impact research, that requires another approach. That is a cognitive approach. So this cognitive approach is not done by any of the AI tools. It can be done only with two ways. One is prompting, prompt engineering. Second is critical thinking. This prompt engineering, critical thinking, and research methodology blended with your domain research topic. That is what will ultimately give result as a high impact research. I am going to tell you this detail. It is very difficult for a person to learn prompt engineering fully for this. And it will be very difficult for a person to become an expert in critical thinking. Then what to do? Because we have to do research. That is what there is a requirement that we need to blend these things and combine in a different way. Let me show you how it can be done.
രാഹുൽ കൃഷ്ണനായിരുന്നേ, ഞാനത് സെന്നുമായിട്ട് വിളിച്ച് ടൈമിൻ്റെ ഇത് അഡ്ജസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്തു, കുഴപ്പമില്ല.
Because it is not possible to do a complete research A to Z. Can you, is my screen visible now, Vignana?
Yes, visible, sir.
Yes. Because the existing AI tools, they are for research, they are not helping the researcher where the real requirement is there. Where the researcher is really struggling, these AI tools are not helping. That is the reason for Indian requirement. There is a necessity for an AI platform to help A to Z of research and publication. That is what this Vignana is. I am going to show you how Vignana is going to help each and every one of us. This is Vignana. It is from an idea spark to high impact research. That means if you have an idea spark or if you do not have any idea spark, from there Vignana will take you to high impact research. I am going to show you how it is done. I am entering here to the application, this platform. See, Vignana for methodological research leveraging critical thinking and AI. Critical thinking and AI are blended with the research methodology and taken through a particular research methodology flow. And what are all the benefits here? Whatever we have said here, all those things, instant ideation expansion, uninterrupted research flow. Now, let me take you the first thing here, instant idea validation of your idea. We all experiment, we all understand one thing. When we are into something, when we are thinking something, we get idea sparks. When we read something or while speaking to something, we get ideas. In current condition or in a traditional research ecosystem, we know that if there is an idea, whether that is a viable research itself, we take 3 weeks to 4 weeks to 1.5 months. After 1.5 months of toiling, an idea is getting rejected. So what is the solution for this? At the same time, we read from the history. It is called serendipity, that many of the big researches are the result of some idea sparks. So when we get an idea spark, we cannot throw it. We need to validate it. Unless we validate, we might be throwing something golden. So therefore, this particular thing, this is called step 00 of Vignana. It is ground zero, step 00. You need to give only just 3 information here. 3 information. What is your idea spark? You write a core idea, observation, observation, what you want to explore. Write your idea spark. Second, you write a context. Which is the domain or field of study relevant to the idea? Third, you write what is the objective or expected outcome of your idea, about your research. You just give 3 information in this ground zero. Instant validation of your idea spark for research and publication. What do you get? Please see this. Within minutes, you get originality assessment of your idea. Means it will give a score 10 out of 7, 10 out of 8 and write all justification, and it will give points to ponder for your research advices. Vignana, second, Vignana will give you value proposition. What is the value of your research idea? Third, it will give you the application spectrum. We know that we will only find application where we have got an exposure. If we do not have an exposure about something, we will not get any idea from there. But when you click this application spectrum of Vignana, Vignana will go all around the world and find many applications of this idea we never even thought of. Fourth is research question formulation. Or if we are pursuing with this particular research idea, what could be research questions? Fifth, it will give literature synopsis. With this much three inputs, whatever possible, Viana will give a literature synopsis. You can take a decision. You can take a call on this about going for the research. Six, hypothesis generation. With these three information, what could be the hypothesis you are going to use? You will get it. You can immediately get an idea that whether it is possible to test this hypothesis, prove this hypothesis. 7. Resource compilation. If you are going to go with this idea, what type of resources you need for this particular research? It will compile a list of resources. 8. Scale projection. If you are pursuing this particular research, in what scale you can actually do this research? 9. Stakeholder mapping. The Vijnana will give you, if you are pursuing with this research, who are all the stakeholders? Who are all the stakeholders and what is their interest in this? It will map. So 10. Impact analysis. Impact analysis. Impact analysis in the sense, what could be the impact of your research? With these three inputs, means these are all going to happen within 10 minutes or 15 minutes. You can validate your idea spark. You can validate. So the 1.5 months of toiling has come down to about 15 minutes. You can get this. All reports are in detail. Then impact analysis. Then 11, metacognitive inquiry question. What are all metacognitive inquiry and question? See, some of the thing be in one particular idea, one particular spirit. We tell, okay, these things are our belief. But what are all the questions guides will ask? Countering our assumptions. This is what metacognitive inquiry question means. You can always go to the guide after preparing for guide type of questions. Then interdisciplinary exploration with your idea spark. What type of interdisciplinary research you will be able to do? It will give, Vijnana will give a list of that. Then engaging pitch construction. See, I am into a research, but I do not know. I do not know how to speak about my research to somebody in an interesting way. Vijnana will help you. Vijnana will help in a very interesting way, that this is the way you explain your research to people. That is what engaging pitch construction. 14. Ethical consideration about your research. Methodological advisor. What are all the research methodologies, or what are all the methodologies you are going to use for this particular, you might have to use for this research? Then validation strategy. How are you going to validate? Data visualization ideas means how to present your research. Then collaboration opportunities. Then probable funding strategies. You know your research, you know who are all the stakeholders, you know what are all the impacts of that. Then you can even get a probable funding strategies. Then publication menus, long-term visioning. There are 21 reports with this 00, that is instant validation of your idea spark. This is what instant validation of your idea spark for research and publications. So this is what 1 out of 21 feature of Vijnana. Now I will show you some example, but because of the lack of time, I am doing little. I am going little fast. I am going little fast here, but how it will come, I will show you here. Idea spark. I am going to give just an idea spark here. Say then sedentary lifestyles lead to heart attack in young IT professionals of Pune. I am writing that context, the domain or field of study. I am writing medicine, this human resources management. I am writing two context here and I am writing objective. What is my objective of this research or this idea spark? I am writing that modifications of labor laws for IT professionals. Now I have given these three inputs. Now let us say the originality assessment. I click this. Please wait, iteration is in progress. Why it takes this much time, I will explain to you later. This has got a critical thinking engine. This critical thinking engine has got 2000 plus ways of thinking pathways. So it uses those critical thinking engine to develop, to think and to bring the most relevant thinking process for this. Now you see this one, you got a complete report of originality assessment. In this originality assessment, it is showing 6 out of 10. That is the scoring. And it is telling what are all the reasons for this. Apart from explaining everything, it is giving now a few pointers to enhance your research. Vignana is giving 5 points advices. If you want to enhance this research, please follow these things. And Vignana is asking me question. So this is what the power of AI. I am not speaking about this is power of Vijnana. It is the power of AI. And Vijnana is the only one it is using 100% of that power of AI. Because starting from an idea spark, it is taking us to the completely high impact research. Let me close this. Now you understood the functionality. Now you can see like that in various places how it will go. We were in 0, 0. Now I am going to 0, 1. It is identifying a research topic. See, starting from scratch, you can identify a research topic. For identifying a research topic, you just think about your situation. You are interested in certain domains. You are interested in literature, you are interested in psychology, you are interested in sociology, but you don't have any idea for a research. You need not worry at all. Vijnana is taking care of that. You write your academic field of interest 1, academic field of interest 2, academic field of interest 3, your passion or hobby, extracurricular activities, current knowledge, expertise or studies completed. What are your research skills? What are your physical capabilities? How much time is available to you? What are the funding resources you have? Research goals. What are the research goals? Your ethical boundaries, your collaboration potential, your technology access, your audience and community or the stakeholders, publication intent, application relevance, cognitive style of the researcher. You give this information to Vijnana. First, you click here. Viana will give 7 to 8 research topic suggestions based on this. Most of these things will be new and innovative. And since Vijnana is following the iteration process, based on the result what you got, you can see, you can use the deploy the best practices of iteration. You can get this thing too. You can go this thing too. You can see this iteration process and you can use it for putting change it, and you can put once again with this iteration. You can fine tune and bring better and better research topic for you. Now here itself, you see what are the things. 21 reports you get here. Research idea suggestion, idea validity analysis, originality verification. See, I am seeing some of the charts here saying that Vijnana is not available on Google. It will not be available because it got developed only two weeks ago. It has undergone thorough testing and it is available only about 1 week ago. So therefore, this may not be seen in any of the on Google, but you can go to a website called i-max.org. There you will see this. Now let me continue to explain research idea suggestions, idea validity analysis, originality verification, value explanation, application forecast, research question development. You will receive all those details for this one also. That is, you do not have any idea what research or publication you have to do. You have interest only in certain domains. You just give your domain details, your real interested thing. You explain, you tell the real interest in your academic interest. Instead of writing psychology, you go into the deep and you write a detailed description of your domain. Then the Vijnana will bring fine-tuned research topics to you. That is what the power of AI. This is not used by anybody else. For our country's requirement, our society, our institutions' requirement, this is the type of power actually we need. Now let me go to the next one. Critical thinking and AI for you. This is one point I request everyone to look here on the image here on the right hand side. You will see, you will see this is a critical thinking framework. Critical thinking framework. Actually, the real research is happening in critical thinking. How we use our intellectual standards, how we apply them to elements of reasoning. So, here you please see, there are 10 intellectual standards here on the left hand side. Here on the right hand side, you will see elements of reasoning. Here you are seeing the dotted lines. There are 2000 plus dotted lines like this. These are all the thinking, our thinking pathways. Vijnana is applying this thinking pathways everywhere in each process, because it is impossible to build this type of a critical thinking in our research scholars overnight. And we need to develop research and publication at light speed. Therefore, this Vijnana is developed for with a critical thinking engine. So when we are using our research ideas here, critical thinking is automatically applied everywhere. Critical thinking will be applied here along with the artificial intelligence. I will tell you some very interesting thing here, that which are all the ways in which are all the ways which are all the ways in which we can use critical thinking. Now, please look here. Critical thinking on intellectual standard level. I can give a concept. I can give a theorem. I can give any of these things, any of these ideas here. With this particular page of Vijnana will do the critical thinking for me. If I am giving two concepts, Vijnana is intelligent to integrate the concept of these two concepts and give critical thinking for me. If I am giving three ideas or three concepts, these three concepts will be integrated. Please understand, it is not integrating the text one after another. It is not like that. If I am putting physics and then I am putting chemistry, it is going to make a chemistry physics combination or physics chemistry combination. Physical chemistry means it is actually a blend of it. So this is a high-end AI where the concepts are getting integrated, and these integrated concepts are used for critical thinking. This is what immediate application for interdisciplinary research and for clarifying anything you want. It clarifies it in a very, very different way. It is more than 40 to 50 times powerful than ChatGPT when it comes to the research and reasoning. Now, I am going to literature review 3A. See, when I come to literature review, what I have to do is that I have to write a tentative research problem statement. I know I have not come to the stage of a research problem statement, but I have something I got from earlier section, that is earlier section. So I write tentative research problem statement here. I write some of the preliminary research questions. Whatever I know, I am putting here in the literature review. Draft list of keywords, names, database, search engine, scope of the review, list of renowned journals and publications, preliminary theoretical and conceptual ideas, existing literature reviews, reference management software and tool, feedback from experts. That is what here Sir was inquiring, that how to incorporate feedback. Everywhere there is a place that we can incorporate this initial operation definition, preliminary statistical techniques, preliminary quantitative data sets, philosophical frameworks, previous qualitative approaches. These are all the standard things given here for the literature review. And you know that your research is your research. Every research is unique. Therefore, Vijnana is giving four fields for getting your own customized information. Additional data 1, additional data 2, additional data 3, additional data 4. Based on the uniqueness of your research, you can input this additional data here. This also will be considered for the literature review and to give result. Now on the right hand side, please see that iteration output. On the left hand side it was iteration input. On the right hand side it is iteration output. Our iteration outputs are divided into two. The first 9 are Bloom's taxonomy's cognitive K3 and K4 level. That is, they are in apply and analyze level. And second, these are all Bloom's taxonomy's cognitive K5, K6, metacognitive and new research ideas level. This Vijnana's, this last points, it will give you everywhere minimum 3 new ideas for a new research publication. It gives that new and original information to you. So therefore, what are the things we get here in this literature review? Synthesized summary of literature. It is not throwing some papers. It is actually synthesized summary specifically made for this particular research. It does keyword analysis, research problem clarification, methodological mapping, theoretical conceptual framework overview, applied contextual understanding, reference trend analysis, historical progression mapping, cross-disciplinary insights. Then coming to Bloom's taxonomy, cognitive K5, K6, gap identification. It gives a list of the gap identification, evaluation of methodologies, theoretical and conceptual framework analysis. Because see, it is coming to the higher level of Bloom's taxonomy. That is what we are going for research. Therefore, everything coming to analysis creation level. Recommendation engine, metacognitive reflection questions, innovative study design concepts, evolving literature synthesis, visualization toolkit, assumption auditing, heuristic development, synthesis of contrasting views, predictive insights for future research. It gives even that, predictive insights for the future research. Now you have seen here literature review. Now let us go to formulating research problem. Now you have a So here when we are coming to formulating a research problem, you have done a literature review and you have done the iteration. Now you are in a good position with that. Now welcome to the formulating a research problem. Here also on the left hand side it is iteration input, on the right hand side it is iteration output. On literature formulating research problem, you have to give findings and gaps from the literature review because it is going step by step. Findings and gaps from literature review, you must input here. Preliminary hypothesis or research question, preliminary, you input here. What is the objective initial idea concept, input here. Feedback from expert, you got from your guide or you got from other professors or industry specialists, put it here. Journal concept target list, put it here. Potential benefits of research, resource availability, details of prior similar studies, list of quantitative research techniques, preliminary data sets, JSON format, non-variables, stakeholder input, narratives or acknowledgements. Then you can give 4 more additional data based on your research. Now, based on this, what are the things you get? You are here because this section is for formulating a research problem. You are here for refined research problem statement. Click here. It will give 8 to 10 research problem statement. It will give methodological overview. It will give relevance justification. Why this research is relevant. It gives the justification. Potential data sources. Operational definition history. We know that the danger area is going to come. They are variables. Operational definition, scope definition, research problem variance, research problem visualization, research objectives breakdown. Now we are going to the higher level of Bloom's taxonomy. Gap identification in existing literature, feasibility analysis, ethical consideration evaluation, assumption challenge, interdisciplinary synergies, predictive trend analysis, research problem refinement suggestion, contrasting perspective synthesis, bias detection and mitigation, innovative problem formulation, stakeholder implication analysis, self-reflective questions for re-evaluation. These many 21 reports we get with the iteration input given for formulating a research problem. This can be fine-tuned based on, okay, there is a question, all the iteration inputs are mandatory. No, you start with whatever you have. Then based on the results, based on the iteration outputs you get, you can build and go. That is what the research is. That is what the fundamental principles of research. Start with what you have, then build upon it. Use the best practices of iteration. So now we have come here for formulating a research problem. Next, this is an interesting area, identifying variables. Now you are coming to the next step of the research, identifying variables. What you have to give? A clear research problem statement. Vijnana wants a clear research problem statement here. Vijnana wants a list of concepts, that is preliminary ideas terms, existing literature review summary, whatever you got from that earlier step, you take that literature review summary, you give it here. Measurement tools from literature review, expected desired outcomes, tentative list of variables, preliminary hypothesis, statistical analysis plan, whatever this information you have, you put here. Click here on the first button. It will give a variable dictionary for the current research. It is not going to give just a dictionary. It comes with a justification. Variable dictionary for the current research. Variable causal mapping. Measurement instruments tool guide is a very important. Operationalization technique. Variables must be operationalizable. Variable classification overview. Concept variable transformation. Measurement scale recommendations. Variable sources origination list. Potential variable limitations. Then it is coming to the higher order thinking. Gap analysis of variables. Variable interrelationship analysis. Critical evaluation of variable validity. Innovative variable combination. We need not depend on one variable. Why not go for combination? Bias and assumption detection. Recommendations for piloting variables. Reflection on variable ethical implication. Variable evolution prediction. Custom instrument tool creation. Feedback loops for various variable refinement. Theoretical implications of variables, meta-analysis recommendation. These many outputs for high impact research you get from this Vijnana's identifying variables section. In this section, whatever output you get, it is not final. It's an iterative output. So we can always fine tune it and put it again for input. Then we get a better result. Now let us go for constructing hypothesis. Constructing hypothesis, you know that it's a very important milestone wherever this hypothesis is required. It is similar to this. On iteration inputs, you give these details here. On the output, first button itself, create a custom hypothesis repository. You are going to get it. Now, based on the time availability, let me go a little fast. What are the things available here? I will show you. Now you can get the research design. You can go for study design. You can go for data collection methods. You can develop attitudinal scales. Collecting data using attitudinal scales. You can go for validity and reliability of research instruments. You can get ideas about sample collection, that is selecting samples. Then it is writing research proposal. You give the details here, including stakeholders. What are all the benefits? All these details you give here on the left-hand side, whatever you know from the previous steps. And Vijnana will give you all ideas for writing a research proposal. It means it is starting with the suggested structure of the research proposal, research objective alignment, enhanced hypothesis for high impact, stakeholder-centric methodology plan. We have to take care of the person who is funding. Hello? Sorry. Stakeholder-centric methodology plan. stakeholder analysis report, significance and innovation amplifier. Significance and innovation amplifier, ethical compliance plan, funding alignment strategies, detailed stakeholder engagement plan. Now we are going to higher order thinking. Now it is going to higher order thinking, impactful outcome projection, budget optimization suggestion, resource alignment with the funding. Now you will see that one. When it is required for the writing research proposal, Viana is becoming something like a marketing person. It is actually blending everything and giving details to us. Now it is data collection, data processing, displaying data, and then the final research report. You give the details of the research here on the iteration input, and Viana will take care of the rest of the thing for the what is required to be written in the research report. And these are all taken special care in such a way that the plagiarism issues are not going to come. Now let me show you one very interesting thing here. It is not, Viana is not stopping with the research report. Viana is helping you for Viva OC preparation, Viva OC examination. In that Viva OC examination, if you, Viana will even ask you the background of your examiners. Who are all your examiners for PhD, Viva OC examination? You write their background. Viana will create what type of questions for this particular research they might ask. Viana will give that type of list of questions you might face from these type of examiners. Now, this is what the complete research methodology, but I am going to show you another 3 interesting things. One is Indian knowledge system. Indian knowledge system. That is, if you want to get, it is first thing is mining the past for new knowledge. You give here in the iteration input, given information that you want to test for our ancient Indian, test from the ancient Indian repository. You give it here. There are various outputs. You just give a smartphone, or you write cooling of smartphone, or you write graphic user interface. Then you search here. Viana will search this entire ancient Indian repository and bring out and show you the graphic user interface in what are all the ways in which Veda, which shloka, which page it is mentioned. It will go and show such an information. Now, second is Indian knowledge system. It is building a new future with the wisdom from the past. Means you give some information here. It will show you that by making use of the ancient Indian knowledge, foundation, how we can build a new future. The last one is, it's an interdisciplinary research using Indian knowledge system. So these are all the basic things of this Viana. Viana is very hot. It is very new. That is the reason you will be one of the first group to see that 100% of application of AI for research. It is not summarizing a paragraph. It is not getting a list of papers. It is actually helping you. It is a co-pilot. It is a research co-pilot for you, taking from your very beginning to the culmination of your research and beyond. So if anyone has got any question, I will answer.
There are questions regarding the this app itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So please let me know. There is a question from Rasid sir. He is asking, are all iteration inputs mandatory? I think I answered. All iterations are not mandatory. You start with what you have. Vijnana and your pilot and co-pilot, it will build. And Dr. Prashant Luthra sir, does it cover English literature? Yes, it covers. Then how much is the cost? I think Sijin sir, will you give the number so that
Yeah.
so the Sindhu madam?
I'm giving that number.
Okay. Then there is a question from Satyendra Kumar sir, how we can avail this facility. Actually, sir, Vijnana is made for institutions to procure. It is not for individual. Because it's a high-end AI program, it is for institution, and the institution can procure and use it for all researchers. It is made it in a perpetual license with no additional expenditure. So it's a perpetual license, unlimited use. Any number of scholars, any number of time, any number of attempts. I think that will answer for Fatima madam's question also. It is not free. Okay. Now Satyendra Kumar sir, will it cover pharmacy literature? Yes. Any more questions?
No, only these revolving around the purchase,
Okay. So if anyone has got any clarification, I will give you my number. Okay, there is a question from for Fatima madam. What about implementation part? Madam, implementation is not at all an issue. It can be, means the team will take care of that. Satyendra Kumar sir, let me know your number. I will make sure that you are getting those details. Okay, Vipin Kumar sir's question, any AI tools like Vijnana for research? Actually, we could not see anything. That is the reason this Vijnana got developed. Whether we require 5% of the research or we want to do the 100% of the research. There is, when there is a potential to use AI for every second of research, why should we restrict ourselves? Why should we struggle when we have got a solution for each and every problem faced by a research scholar in a campus? Why should we hesitate? That is the power, that is the spirit behind Vijnana. Is there okay, Dr. Sindhu madam's question, can I get installed? Yes. If institution is not interested, actually, if institution is not interested, you can tell some other institution to buy, because we never suggest an individual, because it may not be that affordable for an individual. So my request is that this is my number. Yeah. Sijin sir has given the number. Please contact that number.
Those who wish to purchase Viana, you can contact the number that I put in the chat. You can speak to Jamon and he will guide you regarding it. So somebody is asking who are the developers and what's the company name.
I have written the reply here.
Okay.
It is done in association with the various foreign universities, and what we are building through Vijnana is the real success secret of the foreign universities. How they could make high impact research. We are bringing that essence here. Sijin, is there any question from YouTube?
Let me check, sir. There is one question in.
Yes, please let me.
Yeah. One question. Can these methods be used in interdisciplinary research of literature and Vedanta using phenomenology?
Yes, that is the purpose of Vijnana. That is the very purpose of Vijnana. It is very high on interdisciplinary research. You can blend engineering with medicine, with physiotherapy, with Vedanta. You can go for interdisciplinary research.
I think that's about it. That's the questions.
Okay. So thanks a lot for all participants. And I have given you my number. If anyone has got any clarification about anything, please give me a call. And whenever it is possible, I take. Or if I am not attending, please give a message on WhatsApp. I will definitely respond. So because it is not even the program ends here and my talk ends here, that doesn't mean that our relationship is ending here. So please be in touch so that we will always have a contact. And please let me know if I am of any help or assistance to you. Okay, thanks a lot and good night.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for that wonderful session. Dr. Suresh Nambudri, we will hopefully see you again for another FTP again.
Okay,
Now
thank you.
Now we will move on to the next topic that will be taken by Dr. Mendes Jacob. The topic will be on OBE for accreditation useful tools and also the feedback. Dr. Mendes Jacob is a professor and director of MCA Marine College, Kottakkal, Autonomous. He's an academician and an entrepreneur with 35 plus years of experience and is the former director of School of Applicable Mathematics, MT University. He has acted as a chairman and member of many academic bodies constituted by the university. He is also a member of academic administrative bodies of many autonomous colleges, engineering colleges, and business schools. He is a PhD in operational research and has to his credit a number of national and international publications. He is a research guide of Lincoln University, Malaysia. He has served as a resource person for many national and international seminars and conferences in mathematics, management, and computer applications. He has organized, conducted, and served as resource person for a number of faculty development programs, including UGC-sponsored refresher courses. His areas of interest include national education policy, outcome-based education, accreditation, etc. He's also the CEO of IPSR Solutions Limited, an IT company supporting higher education institutions in the implementation of outcome-based education and innovative teaching, learning, and assessment strategies. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Sijin. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Once again, welcome to this last section of faculty development program. So we have discussed in detail about outcome-based education, then some AI applications. And this section, we will discuss about how to implement outcome-based education if you are new to OBE, and also for those who are already started the implementation of OBE, we will see how the constructive alignment can do in a better way with the help of AI platforms. So my second presentation, I have two small presentations. The second presentation, I will explain how we can design the CEOs in a better way, identify the activities, pedagogical activities, and assessment activities, innovative assessment activities with the help of an AI platform. And all the participants, all the paid participants will be provided with a complimentary access of a AI platform called questionpaper.ai, where you can design CEOs, you can generate innovative assessment activities, and you can create question papers. These are all OBE aligned question papers you will get, which is mapped to CEOs and Bloom's taxonomy levels. So first of all, we have a small presentation on the OBE implementation process and how the institution will be benefiting out of this OBE implementation through accreditation processes. I'm sharing my screen. I will skip the initial slides. We will start with the OBE implementation process. Many institutions, they used to ask how we will start and what is the process. First of all, in an institution, if you are going for an OBE implementation, you should start with the constitution of an OBE implementation committee. This can be under the IPSC. Probably if you are going for a NAC accreditation process, you have the criteria 2. So the criteria 2 people can take up the OBE implementation process. Then initial training for the basic concept like Bloom's taxonomy, OBE architecture. Then the next step is preparation of the OBE manual. So there is a template available on the learning management system provided to you. You can have a template of OBE manual, how we can prepare an OBE manual and all. The article, there is an article regarding that. Just go through that link. Then formulation of outcomes, curriculum development and outcome mapping, identifying innovative teaching, learning and assessment activities and methods. That is very important. If you want to properly implement OBE, definitely you have to identify the learning activities. Preparation of outcome-oriented course plans and assessment plans. Then OBE-focused question paper generation, you can use some ICT tools for that, because for the in the examination reforms, the UGC clearly mentioned that you can use ICT tools for question paper generation. Attainment calculation, again, you can use any ICT tools because manually that process is not possible. Again, generating and understanding reports on OB, analyzing feedback and improvising the process. Use ChatGPT and AI tools for easy and effective implementation. So this is the implementation process. If you want to do it in a better way, I think you can follow these steps. Then coming to the NAC accreditation process, if you go for NB accreditation, OB has got more importance there. It's already there. For the NAC accreditation process, you can start with the criteria 1, where you can mention about OB manual, curriculum development and implementation, how you are doing it in the effective way. You can mention about outcome-based education, the manual you have prepared, where you can mention about the policy of the institution regarding many things like the direct assessment or indirect assessment. What is your policy, and what is your policy regarding the continuous assessment and the some strength exam? What is the proportion you are going to the proportion that should be contributed to the attainment calculation? Everything you can mention in the OB manual. Effective curriculum planning, delivery, and evaluation through a well-defined process. So if you start with an OB manual, there itself you can mention that you are following a well-defined process. Interdisciplinary, interdepartmental courses. What is the need of this? For example, if you have certificate courses or add-on courses, or if you design value-added courses, the need analysis you can mention about the OB reports. Once you start with the analytical reports, and based on those analytical reports, to attain certain outcomes, you are adding add-on courses or value-added courses. In that way, the need analysis you can mention there. Then definitely students enroll in certificate or add-on value-added courses that will give you an indirect benefit. Then for experiential learning, like project work, field work, you have already seen that when we implement OB in a better way, you need project work or field work, then field visits, internships are very much important. Projects, industry visits, many type of activities like this will contribute more to the OB implementation process. Cross-cutting issues relevant to professional ethics, gender, human values, environment, and sustainability. So when we design the PUs, the graduate attributes, there you might have seen the ethics are there, or you can add all these the cross-cutting issues, or in other words, SDGs also to the program outcomes. Then the criteria 2, assessment of the learning levels of the students and organize the special programs for advanced learners and slow learners. Through OB analytical reports, you can identify slow learners and advanced learners. So there is a process you can mention there, how you are planning to identify them. Then based on that, you can have the remedial teaching methods we can introduce to the slow learners. Then student-centric methods to enhance learning experience, such as experiential learning. So when we are planning to implement OB, we will be thinking of these activities in a more effective way, how we can implement experiential learning. Then integrated interdisciplinary learning, participatory learning, problem-solving methodologies, self-directed learning, project-based learning, and more. All these are related to the learning process rather than the teaching. Student performance and learning outcomes, this is a direct question in criteria 2, that is regarding the attainment calculation. Then criteria 3, why we are conducting workshops and seminars. Again, we can have an outcome mindset. If you have an outcome mindset, whatever activity you do in the institution, like workshops or seminars, you can have outcomes. So once if you conduct a program like that, you can mention the outcomes. And even some of these programs, you can directly map to your POs, or in some other cases to COs. So everything can be aligned with the OB. Number of collaborative activities for research, faculty exchange, student exchange, internship per year, functional MOUs with institutions. Again, you can identify those institutions which will contribute more through this MOU, the learning process, so that you can enhance your OB implementation process. Consultancy and extension, definitely it will give more value to the OB implementation process. Criteria 4, definitely you can have the ICT tools for implementing OB. Also, you need ICT tools, and through learning management system like Moodle. I think most of the faculty members who are gone through these LMS activities, there you have mentioned already seen the workshop activity or the lesson activity. These are some of the activities which can be used for the learning purpose. So in the workshop activity, the peer evaluation is going on, so that all those involved, they will study more about the particular topic. And the lesson activity, you can mention about the assurance of learning. Okay, so when we implement LMS or applications like Moodle, there also more learning activity will happen. And again, you can use some AI tools. Nowadays, in future, the ICT tools becomes AI tools. Criteria 5, capability enhancement and development schemes such as soft skill development, language and communication skill development, life skills, ICT and computing skills, analytical skill development, 21st century skills like creative and critical thinking, problem solving. These are the 3 skills which are mentioned in the new education policy as 21st century skills. So here also, we are focusing on the different skills of the student, how to develop them. So naturally, all these areas directly comes under the graduate attributes. Okay. This is again coming to the training for competitive examinations. Then when we implement OBE, the quality of the education will improve. And in effect, the placement, there will be a lot of improvement in the placements for startups. So indirectly, the OBE implementation process will benefit all the criteria 5. Then implementation of e-governance in areas of operation such as academic planning and development, student admission and support, examination. Then teachers undergoing faculty development program, including online programs, refresher course, short courses, etc. This is criteria 6. Even you can mention the OBE implementation process as an example of how you are implemented a particular activity in your institution in a better way. So that also is another example where we can mention OBE. OBE as a best practice in the criteria 7. You can mention OBE as a best practice, like clearly defined learning outcomes are there. This is part of the implementation of OBE. OBE emphasizes clear and measurable learning outcomes for students, helps institutions ensure desired levels of knowledge and skills, that is assurance of learning. And focus on student learning. OBE focus on student learning rather than just teaching. Institutions can design curriculum and assessments aligned with the desired outcomes. Continuous improvement. OBE encourages innovative teaching learning, continuous assessment and evaluation. Helps institutions identify areas for improvement in teaching methods, curriculum and learning outcomes. So once we start the process and when we take the feedback, when we close the loops, definitely we can identify a lot of areas of improvement in different areas like teaching methods or curriculum. And we can implement or this, we can do it in a better way after getting the feedback. So flexibility and adaptability. OBE allows institutions to be more flexible and adaptable. Curriculum and teaching methods can be customized to meet individual or group needs. Better preparation for the workforce. OBE helps institutions prepare students for the workforce. Students acquire knowledge and skills that employees are looking for. Contributes to economic development of the country. So when we are going through the Bloom's taxonomy levels, I think the presentation by Dr. Suresh Nambudiri on the underlying threads of OBE. So the need of having the higher order taxonomy levels for our activities, for our assessments and other pedagogical activities, that is clearly understood, I think, by all the faculty members. So when we go to the higher orders, definitely the placement will improve. The students will be more knowledgeable and they will acquire more skills. Okay. Identify specific performance criteria for each learning outcomes. Use descriptive feedback to provide students with a specific information about their performance. We can individually track the students' performance, the progression reports and everything. So we can give feedback to each and every students. Encourage students to reflect on their learning and use self-assessment to identify areas for improvement. That is the indirect assessment we were mentioning about. So they can reflect on their learning or their understanding about that particular subject through these self-assessment methods. Use their portfolios to document and showcase their learning and growth. Use standardized tests or assessments to measure quantitative metrics. Set benchmarks to measure student achievement against specific standards or goals. Use data analytics to identify trends or patterns in student performance over time. Use comparative analysis to evaluate the effectiveness of different teaching methods or curriculum interventions. Use data visualization tool to present data in a clear and understandable way. So if you start with the OBE journey in a proper way, definitely all these data analytics part, it is easy for the institution, and we will get accurate data rather than just presenting a rough data. So that is about the OBE, the road ahead, and the accreditation benefits of implementing OBE. Okay. So we will now move on to the AI platform. I will already mentioned. We will explain how you can use this AI platform for your assessment activities. So this is the AI platform I already mentioned. Through this platform, we can do 3 things now. We are coming up with more features. Now we can generate question papers. You can create course outcomes. If you provide the syllabus, you can create course outcomes, and you can create assessment activities. So when we talk about the constructive alignment, it is important that you have to design the proper course outcomes. So you can create the course outcomes. You will get to many options out of this. You can select your course outcomes. Then the most important part is the activities, the learning activities. So you can create assessment activities. Will get some innovative activities there. And again, for the assessment, you can create question papers as well as some assessment activities. Okay. I will just start with the question paper generation. To generate question paper, you can generate a question paper, or here you can have the templates. These are some of the templates already available with the application. These are some templates, it's already available. These are some quick templates. For example, template 1, you can see 3 sections with the multiple choice questions, short answer, and the long essay questions. Template 2, a single section dedicated exclusively for multiple choice questions. So you can create the question papers with the available template, or you can create your own template. You can give the template name or template description, then what type of questions you want. The question types are here, like a short answer or true or false, or a essay question or case study. Okay, based on that, you can create a template, and then you can create a question paper. Okay, now I'm going to generate a question paper out of a existing template. Okay. So these are the existing templates. This is the first template. 3 sections with the multiple choice question, short answer and long essay questions. You can see the preview here of this particular template 1. You can see there are 5 multiple choice questions. Then part 2 consists of short essay questions and part 3 consists of long essay questions, A or B type. Okay, the marks, everything is given there. If you want to choose this template, you can use it. Otherwise, template 2, the preview is already there. Template 2, there are multiple choice, only multiple choice questions. There are 10 multiple choice questions available. Likewise, you can check what all type of questions are there in each template. Suppose I'm using the first template. I'm going to use the first template for creating the question paper. Okay. Just 1 minute. So I will start with the course outcomes first. I'll start with the course outcome now. So how to generate course outcomes? Okay, you can generate course outcomes based on overall syllabus or based on the units or module-wise syllabus. Okay, suppose I'm going to generate course outcomes. Name of the course I can put like graph theory and operational research. My course code I can enter here. Program name, for example, MCA. 4-point scale. This is the mapping scale. I can change it if required. A number of COs, 5 or 6 I can add. And based on overall syllabus or based on unit or module wise syllabus. Suppose I want the course outcomes based on unit or module wise syllabus. Then I'm going to upload the syllabus. I'm going to upload the syllabus. So this is the PDF of the syllabus of the particular course. Now generate. The AI platform will generate course outcomes for this particular course. The syllabus I have uploaded. I can upload the syllabus through a PDF format or I can copy paste the syllabus. And I need 5 COs. Okay. Now the application has generated the COs. You can see a draft 1, module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4, module 5. Likewise. Then draft 2, draft 3. That means I have received 3 options for my course outcomes. I can check CO1 in draft 1. Master simple to complex lab types, terminologies like isomorphism, paths, and circuits. That is my code CO1. Then another option for CO1, comprehend and apply basic terminology, operations, and problems of graph theory. Third option, understand and apply basic graph theory terminologies and concepts. So suppose I'm choosing the third option. Similarly, I can choose CO2 out of 3 options. Suppose I am choosing CO2 from draft 1, CO3 also from draft 1, then CO4 from draft 2, and CO5 from again from draft 2. So for each CO, I'm getting 3 options. I can generate the CO module wise or the syllabus wise, overall syllabus wise. Now, if I save it, now it is saved. You can see my course name, my course outcomes. There are 5 course outcomes I have generated. And if you're updating it, it will be there in the application. Now, it is there in the application. Yes, definitely. When we generate course outcomes in that particular module, what is the content you are providing there to the students, and what is your expectation out of that content? That is the way we are designing the course outcomes. So this AI application will generate the course outcomes based on that only. Okay. Now we have the course outcomes. Now assessment activities. If you want to generate an assessment activity in the same way, you can upload the course outcomes. Now we have generated the course outcomes. There are 5 course outcomes. And the difficulty level we can choose for assessment activities. It can be easy or medium or challenging. See, the course outcomes are already saved. I have generated the course outcomes and I have updated it. So the application in my login, it is already there. So when we search for these course outcomes here, these are the course outcomes I already generated and it is saved there. So this is the one I have generated just now. Suppose I want the assessment activity on the medium difficulty level, or I can choose the advanced challenging. Okay. Now I have options like if I want only assessment activities for CO1, I will get it. Okay. Suppose I want that assessment activities for the entire CO, I can generate like this. Okay, it will take some time. Meantime, I will show you an already generated assessment activity. So this is an already developed generated assessment activity. You can see project-based assessment. This is for course outcome number 1. Then simulation game, course outcome number 1, again CO1. Ethics in optimization problems, course outcome number 1. This is for CO2, project senior simulation. Application-oriented quizzes, course outcome number 2. Case study analysis of real-world projects. Okay. So you're getting a lot of assessment activities. This already I have generated earlier. And if you require more explanation, the rubrics and everything, you can regenerate this. Just click here. You can regenerate it. It will take some time. Meantime, we will check. Yeah. Here, the assessment activities are generated now. You can see. For every subject, it is possible. This is a mathematics subject. So any subject it's possible. You can see you will get a lot of options so that you can choose the best ones. And if you want to have a detailed explanation of that activity, you can just click this one so that you will get a regeneration. Yeah, it's going on here. Meantime, I will show you another application. Yeah. Now we are going to generate the question paper. I have chosen template 1. I can give the name of the exam. Suppose it is a model exam. Template 1 I have already chosen. College or school or any other. We can choose it here, college. My college name, I can enter here. Program, MCA. I'm choosing course code number 1. Name of the course, the same course. So I'm choosing template 1. It's a ready-made template, so no need of creating a template there. Now we can see Bloom's taxonomy levels. There are 2 already there, understanding and apply. If you want to add more, you can add more. I'm adding analyzing level also. Difficulty level, medium is already there. I'm adding challenging level. Then you can upload the syllabus. I'm just uploading the syllabus. You can just copy paste the syllabus, or you can upload the syllabus if it is in the PDF format, or you can copy paste 1 or 2 modules. That is also possible. The syllabus is there. Then generate. So it will take maybe 2 or 3 minutes to generate the question paper. Already the template is there. So I have just uploaded the syllabus, or even if I just put the topic name, it will create the question paper, or the name of the prescribed test. Then also it will create question paper. Now it will take some time. We will see meantime what happens to our assessment activity. So we have asked for the detailed of this assessment activity, case study analysis of real world projects. You can see the detailed explanation of that activity is given here. Then example questions for case study analysis, or we can say the rubrics. What questions you can ask to the students, resources needed, timeline, evaluation method, that is the rubrics. Okay. So for every activity, if you see that some of these particular activities good, then you can ask for the detailed version of that activity. So this is very important in the implementation of OBE. You need to have innovative assessment activities. Okay. So this is the process of generating assessment activities. Now we will see, yeah, our question paper is generated now. We have the multiple choice questions. We can see there are 5 multiple choice questions. That was the template I have chosen. 5 multiple choice questions. Part 2, short answer questions are there. The answer key is also there. So no need of going for the answer key, preparing the answer key by yourself. It is already available. So you can see all the questions. Now, the right side, you can see K4 or K2, etc. If you think that this is not correct, no. For this application, this is, generative AI, we cannot say 100% accurate it is. So the tagline of this application is teacher applies, AI creates. You can see teacher applies, AI creates. Okay. So if the teacher should be an expert, then only you can have a good question paper out of this application. So if you think that this is not K4, this is K3, you can edit there. You can manually edit there. And you have the editor. If you want to make some area bold, you can do it. Italics, you can do it. And if you want to add some mathematical symbols, if it is not there, you can use it. Tables you can add, image you can add. Okay. You can remove the formatting. For example, if you want to copy and paste manually some particular question, if you are not satisfied with any question here, you can do it that also. Okay. Now, if you are not satisfied with a question, what you can do, you can delete that question. See, question number 6, I have deleted. I'm also not satisfied with the question number 7. So I'm deleting question number 7. So I have deleted question number 6 and question number 7. In that place, I have 2 options. One option is I can manually copy paste a question from somewhere else, or I can ask the application to suggest more questions. So add questions. The same interface will come there. You can add the syllabus. Here you can change the syllabus if you want. or you can upload the same syllabus. You can upload the same syllabus. Now you have deleted 2 questions. Instead of 2 questions, now you will get 8 or 10 questions. You will get more suggestions. Okay, it will take some time. Meantime, I will show you some other features. Okay. This is a question paper I have generated earlier. Now you can see this is a question. Suppose I want a different version of this question. I'm not satisfied with this question. So I want a different version of this question. For that, I can regenerate this question. Just click here so that this question will be regenerated. The application will rephrase the question in a different way. No, it is regenerated. The application has rephrased the question. Sometimes you can go to a higher order question from a lower order question by doing it. Okay. Again, if you want a detailed answer for this question, it's only answer key. Okay. If you want a detailed answer, you can regenerate the answer key so that you will get a detailed answer for that. Meantime, we will check. Yeah, this one. We have deleted 2 questions. You have deleted 2 questions, and in that place, you have got around 10 questions now. Now it's easy for you to choose 2 questions out of these. Suppose I'm choosing these 2 questions. Just click insert. Something went wrong there. Yeah, meantime, I will explain this one. Yeah. Okay. If I want to have a detailed answer for this one, just regenerate the answer key so that you will get more explanation for that particular answer key. Okay. I will show you another feature now. Now, once if you have the question paper generated like this, now if you want, you can map these questions to the course outcomes. You can see in the top map course outcomes. Suppose question number 1, I'm mapping to course outcome number 1 with a mapping strength 1. Second question to course outcome 2 with a mapping strength 1 again. Third question to course outcome number 2 with a mapping strength 2. Likewise, I can map all these questions to different CEOs and click update so that you can see the CEOs are also displayed along with the knowledge levels. Knowledge levels means Bloom's taxonomy levels, and CEOs are also listed along with the course. Now, if you want to see the preview of this question paper, just click preview. The preview is available. This is your question paper. And you can take the printout, the PDF of this one. Also, if you want to take the preview, see the preview of the question and answer, that is possible. For your reference, for the faculty members, you can download the questions with the answer key for your future reference. Okay, that's also possible. Now, this is the detailed answer. Yeah, we have regenerated this answer key. It's only one or two sentences there earlier. Now you can see the detailed answer is available. Okay. Okay. Now you can see there are around 10 questions available for the 2 questions already we have deleted. Now you can choose say 2 questions. Only 2 questions you can choose because you have deleted only 2 questions. Then click insert so that you have the question number 6 and question 7. Already you have deleted it. Now the 2 questions are, we have selected it from out of 8 or 10 questions. So the editing is possible. With the same syllabus, definitely you can have different question papers. We have applied a mechanism there so that in every generation you will get a different question papers. Maybe 1 or 2 questions will be repeated. That is a random process anyway. So, and if the topic is a small topic, definitely there will be repetitions. Okay. Then, yeah, I think I have already mentioned all the features now. Yeah. And the best part is you can have the multiple choice questions. You have the multiple choice questions with the options, you will get it with the answer key. You can have fill in the blanks questions or one-word questions, all type of questions you will get. I will show you some other questions I have generated. This is a case study. Case study on brand management for MCA. So you can see case study on brand management in the digital age. That is the case. So it is connected with MCA. So the AI application will choose a topic which will be matching with the program. And another question paper I can show you. This is a short story for the CBSE syllabus of 11th standard. We are not afraid to die if we can all be together. This is the name of a short story for 11th standard, the CBSE syllabus. For the students who are studying the 11th standard, it's a part of their English paper course. Just input the name of this short story. Just input the name of this short story. You will get all the questions. So this even useful for the parents. They can guide their words, when they are studying in the school, CBSE or ICSE syllabus. So even if you put the name of the book, or prescribed test, or a topic, or outcome, if you give the outcome, course outcome, then you will get questions based on that outcome. So this is the application. I think there are some questions. I will answer the questions now. And there are some videos available there. So you can go through that videos so that you can do it yourself. And support numbers are also available. The contact numbers are available. So all the participants, for all the paid participants, you will get a complimentary access of this application. You will get it in your mail. Then what you can do is you can go to this questionpaper.ai website and you can sign up there. You can input your name. I will show that also. Otherwise, it will be difficult for you. This will be the home page of the website. So you can go, you will receive a mail. There you will get a link, questionpaper.ai. You can go to this website and there is a link, sign up now. You can click that link, sign up now. You can enter your name and the email you have provided here at the time of registration, or to that email, to that particular email ID, you will receive this invitation mail. That mail you can enter there. That email you can enter there. You can create your own password and click here, click next. Then you will get an OTP in your mail ID, the same mail ID. When you input that OTP, you will get the home page of this application. Yeah. You will get the home page of the application. Then you can do it. You can generate question papers, you create course outcomes, 3S assessment activities. There are a lot of features like, you can generate your own template and you can copy a template and modify it. No need of creating from the scratch. All these possibilities are there. Okay. No, I will answer the questions. I think there are some questions. This is actually a paid application, but the payment is very nominal. For an individual purchase, it costs only around 150 rupees or something like that. And for an institution, for the first 100 institutions, we are providing it for less than 10,000 rupees. That means all the faculty members can use it. Now, some of the institutions have already purchased. You will receive the link today itself. Maybe after this section, you will receive it. We have framed COs for each course based on each unit of syllabus. Yeah, it is correct. You can have one COs for one unit. Course outcome of single course should have all cognitive levels. As I mentioned earlier, it is not necessary that all cognitive levels should be there. Based on that syllabus or the module, what you are planning to teach, or what is your expectation of the student after going through that module, what the students should be expected to do. Okay, where it is saved or how to download. Yeah, you can upload the COs to the application. No? You have individual login, then it is customized for you only. So that the question papers we are generated, it will be there, available there, or the COs, the assessment activities, everything will be in your login. Can be download it as definitely you can download it as a PDF file, or the questions you can download it as an Excel sheet, so that if you are having a question bank, we have a question bank application, so that we provide it to the institutions. They can use this question paper.ai and they can generate the questions, and these questions they can add to the question bank. For the assumption exam, they can create questions from the question bank. Load the material for answer. No need of adding the material for getting the answer key. It will generate automatically generate the answer key. You just input the syllabus or a topic name or the course outcome or the name of the prescribed test. You will get the questions and the answer key also. The same. Okay, already answered. Is that app used only for limited period of? Yeah, for complimentary access, you will get limited credits. Actually, it is running on credits. When you generate a question paper, the credits will be consumed. Okay, and you can, if it is good, you can purchase it after that. I already mentioned the cost is very low. We want all the faculty members to use it, so that we have invested a lot of resources on it, a lot of expertise from academicians. There are 4 areas: academic expertise, then AI expertise, technical expertise, and prompt engineering. It will automatically generate the answer key. Okay, definitely it will automatically generate the answer key. Create question bank from definitely we can create question bank because we have a question bank application which is being used by many institutions on the national level. So if you are interested, you can contact our numbers. So we can demonstrate that later. And these questions you can definitely add to the question bank. And then if from our question bank, in 5 seconds you can create a question paper. Okay, so I hope the questions are over. Now, the last, yeah, we have a feedback. Just I will share the slides. You can contact the numbers available there, so that regarding the cost, and if you want to purchase it for the institution, you can contact them. Now I'll share the Mentimeter link. Please go to the link on the shared in the chat, and you can give your feedback. Otherwise, you can go to menti.com and you can use the code is given on the top of the screen. So this is for the first question. What is your opinion about this blended model of FDP, which incorporates both interactive live sessions and the LMS-based tasks and assignments? There are 6 areas. You can give your response. Participants can learn at their own pace and convenience. Improve self-learning skill. Helpful to circumvent connectivity issues. Teaching learning can be more effective than mere online training. All of the above. Effective learning is not possible. That's the last option. You can go to that link provided in the chat box and can give your response. Otherwise, you can go to menti.com. Ten seconds more. Okay. Thank you for your response. We'll 2 more slides and share it. You can use the same link. You can use the same link, or you can go to menti.com. You can use the code. Code is on the top of this screen. There's a question in the YouTube live. Universities giving COs along with syllabus can be modified. If you are an affiliated colleges, it is better to have the same COs provided by the COs. If you are an autonomous, definitely you are designing the syllabus, so you can have your own course outcomes. Ten seconds more, you can respond to this question. So happy to know that many of you are now experts in OBE. Little knowledge to moderate knowledge, little knowledge to expert. Through the knowledge, but not significant. Yeah, good. Okay. Thank you for your response. And the last one more. This is another link. I shared it in the chat box. Just please go to that link. You can give your responses there. Otherwise, you can go to menti.com and there is a new code available on the top of this screen. This code is different from the previous one. So your overall suggestions, you can provide your suggestions for improvement. So we have the next faculty development program in February on a research methodology using this ChatGPT and AI tools. And another one is AI in education. So you can provide your suggestions so that you can incorporate your suggestions in the coming faculty development programs. So thank you for your feedback. Timing should be changed. Okay, that's one suggestion. And the timing also we have pitched based on the feedback we received earlier. And almost 60% of the participants, they voted for the 7 to 9 timing. That's why we have selected this timing. Okay. Definitely offline will be more beneficial. Yeah. We are doing some offline programs also in institutions after this program. And we are mentoring many institutions where we do this offline sessions. Okay. So we have 30 seconds more for your a small break in between. It's good, no? Okay. Okay. So thank you very much for the feedback. I think the other questions are there. This tool, I think you're asking about Mentimeter. Mentimeter is a free tool. You can go to mentimeter.com. So you can log in there and you can use it. I hope there is a video about Mentimeter in the LMS. Okay.
Yes, there is a video on Mentimeter under useful education tools in LMS.
Okay, then thank you very much, all the participants from joined from different states of India. We have around 2,500 participants registered for this one. And many of them are watching the recorded sections on YouTube. So thank you very much. And definitely we will meet in future for some other academic activity. Once again, thank you very much. Over to Sijin.
Thank you, Mendes sir. Thank you for the wonderful session. Now, a few things regarding your certificate and all. Please be informed that the LMS is accessible to you till the 28th of Jan 2024. Your certificate will be available for download in the LMS from 23rd Jan. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to complete all the activities, MCQs, and there is also a feedback for you to complete in the LMS. The feedback form in the LMS will be available from 9:30 p.m. today. Please note the certificate will not be sent to you separately through email. You need to complete these activities and MCQs in the LMS to download the certificate. And the certificate will be available from 23rd Jan. Okay, those who are asking how to access the LMS, you need to pay the processing fee for the LMS of rupees 400 to the account details that I've just shared in the chat and send that payment proof to the WhatsApp number given. If you did not get any LMS access even after you paid, please contact the numbers that I will share in the chat now. Okay, please contact that number and then yeah, if you are not able to give the feedback here, you can give the feedback in the LMS. All right, everybody, thank you once again. Thank you all for taking the time and participating in this FTP. We hope to see you again for another FTP. We will be probably having another FTP on research methodology in February. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the compliments. We will see you again for another FTP.